I remember one time I was out catfishing and I had the liver, used liver on there and hung on the hook. I had it out there. And, when a catfish bites, you got to set the hook.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was a bluegill bit it. I set the hook, the little bluegill come flying past my face. I
I've
went
had
and
that
set the hook, I
happen.
yanked it completely out of the water.
I got the opposite story for you. I was fishing a little farm pond for one of my former bosses, and she told us we could take a bucket full of bluegill home for a fish fry. Like, sweet. So I'm basically, they were like flies out there. It was ridiculous. So I just had all I had was my bass rod with me, but I tied on just a little jig head and a little plastic tail on there. And I was standing at the end of the dock and I wasn't even casting my bait caster. I was just dropping it in like it was a fly rod or something, like a pole, cane pole. And I just drop it in and a bluegill bite it and I pull it up, unhook it, and throw it in the bucket. I'm sitting there doing this for probably a half hour and, throw the small ones back, throw the big ones in the bucket. And I'm not but half paying attention because it's bluegill on a bass rod. It wasn't even a fight.
Right.
I go drop it into the water and I go look at my buddy and I'm talking to him. And then I look back at the water and I watch the bluegill come up to take it. And this big, probably 10-inch, 12-inch blue cat comes up, swallows the bluegill and snags the jig head and took off for the bottom. And he bent that bass rod. I had I think it was a 25-pound bass rod, bent over into the water. And I'm like, oh God, buddy, get the net. I'm going to need help. We ended up having to walk it off to the beach side and go get it. And I was like, I'll never catch another catfish on a bluegill bait in my life. Tiniest little head, tiniest little hook on it, and it just barely had a hold of the corner of his lip. But he could have got free anytime. One bad kick and he would have ripped that lip off.